What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Little Scale Cars YouTube channel. Today in the review box we have another Hot Wheels mainline, this time the all-new Honda Civic Custom. So this is a customized version of a 1970s era Honda Civic, and let's go ahead and take a closer look at this one and see if it is worth adding to your collections. So as usual, let's go ahead and get started with our casting. So taking a quick look, we're not super concerned with the proportions or anything on this, since it is a customized version. That being said, you can still tell that the base is that 70s era Honda Civic. Let's see if it says the exact year on it. 73. Alright, pretty cool. You can see that that is at least what it's based on, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and break down the casting itself here. And we'll see that all of this section up here, what's yellowish green, is all metal. We have the rear bumper as a part of the base. This splitter and grille section here is all a piece of the base. However, these little, like, headlight thingies are actually a piece of the window. If we come up here, this window is actually textured up here as like a sun visor kind of thing. We do get windshield wipers in the window piece itself. Also, if you come back here, the rear wing, the spoiler section, I guess, yeah, more of a spoiler than a wing, that is also a piece of the window. So very, very nice engineering there. We got big old wheel flares here, looking good. Got a door casted in, door handle. We do get a gas cap over here. We get no windows on there, which I personally think looks better. And then, yeah, most of this is actually detailed on, not just painted tampos. So overall, we get one mirror over here. Looks really, really nice. Moving into our paint and deco, this is the first edition, and it is like this lime green, yellowish color. It's like baby puke green, honestly. Odd color choice, but I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Maybe one of you guys in the comments will know if this was perhaps maybe a common color for the 73 Civic. Anyhow, though, we do get this blacked out hood, and that is basically as far as it goes as far as deco-wise. Not really much more to say. The orange version actually has a stripe that kind of comes down this side. Oh, I guess this one does too. It's a different shade of black. I never even realized that. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that until just then. Moving into the details, we actually have quite a few details for a mainline. So we do get our headlights. They've got the little X's on them like a racing car would have. We get these, which I assume are, again, some sort of like rally lights or something like that. We do get a Honda license plate up here. We get trim around this entire bumper section. We get a Honda logo here. These grille implements, and they also have trim on them as well. So just absolute fantastic level of tampo for up front. We come back to the behind here. We get a Civic. We get Honda. We get Ryu Asada's like logo thing. We do get taillights, and we also get a license plate here as well. Onto the sides, we get these really small Hot Wheels wheels with the like newer tri-spokes, which look absolutely fantastic on this car. It just works so nicely. Detail-wise, this is about as good as a mainline gets. They really went above and beyond. Moving into our roll test. It's a Hot Wheels mainline, so it should be no surprise that it does roll, and it rolls very nicely. I went ahead and put this one on the scale, and it came out to 33.55 grams. For being as small as it is, and just a mainline, that's pretty hefty, I'm not going to lie. Pros and cons, getting started with our pros. The biggest pro for this one is mainline pricing, but almost premium level details, like seriously. We don't get the Real Rider wheels or anything like that, but especially this front grille section, and we get a tampo up front too. They really went kind of above and beyond their normal level of tampo work, I would say. The other huge pro that I will say is the casting itself was just engineered really, really well. To incorporate the wing into this window piece here, up front to have the window piece having some extra little pieces there that are like rally lights, the splitter being a piece of the base, it just all together worked out really nicely. They even hide the pillar back there a little bit with some plastic things. It looks really, really good. Moving into cons, I really don't have any massive ones that I would say. I do have one that's just a personal thing for me, and that is, personally, I'm just not a huge fan of the custom Hot Wheels. I would prefer if everything was stock. I know that kind of goes against the whole culture of Hot Wheels and the whole nature of the brand itself, but for me personally, I much more prefer stock cars, and I would rather have had a stock 73 Civic rather than a custom one. But again, that's just a personal con for me. Moving into some quick size comparisons, here we have it with some other Honda castings you might have in your collection, with the Hot Wheels Honda CRX and the Matchbox Honda Civic Type R. And here we have it with some other JDM cars from other brands you might have in your collection, with the Nissan GT-R Nismo from Tomica and the Mazda MX-5 Miata from Johnny Light. Alright, so it is now time to give my overall score. So I'm going to go ahead and give this release a 9 out of 10. So I had absolutely zero hype for this, to the point where I had completely skipped it for like several months, hence why it's just now being reviewed, because even though it came out in like, what, G case, F case, something like that, earlier on in the year, eventually I just decided to go ahead and grab it though. Honestly, I went ahead and grabbed it because I thought it might do well on Instagram, and this version did actually do over 1,000 likes. The orange version, we won't talk about the orange version, but the execution of the casting itself, the way they engineered it, and the tempo work that they went ahead and put into it, really does put this casting like above and beyond what I typically expect out of a mainline. And so for that reason, I really do highly recommend it. Anyone who's just a Hot Wheels fan in general really should have this one. If you're a JDM fan, or a Honda fan, or a Civic fan, you absolutely need this one, despite the fact that it's custom. You know, it doesn't necessarily represent as closely to the real life car as it could, but it's also not crazy out of the like realm of possibility either. It's not bad. The wheels are a fantastic choice, so this is one you should absolutely be adding to your collection if you don't have it yet. Alrighty guys, that wraps up this review. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below. Leave a comment telling me what your thoughts are on this particular release. Were you able to find one with ease, or did you struggle to find it? Also, make sure to subscribe if you are new or haven't done so, and I will see you in the next video.